share your feed, man.
All right.
Yeah, we got Positive Voices here with the Urban Congress. Let me find this page so I can share this feed real fast. Cause I can't multitask. Once I go on air, that's pretty much a wrap.
Well, the Facebook page is the Urban Congress. That's the Facebook page. Let me get set up here.
Yeah, we get set up here. WTQT 106.1 FM. Alrighty.
Hello, everyone. How are you? How's your day going? All right, we on here.
Right.
I'm sharing it now.
Yeah, I almost tell myself. Call-in number is 343-1075. All right.
All right. www.mentoring,
This Miss Tyra B. Sterling says she's super excited.
She's super
Her
excited.
day is going well, but she's starving. You and me both.
She's starving?
Yeah, starving.
All right.
She is starving. You ready, baby?
I'm ready to go, sir. I'm ready
Using
to
the
go.
blue?
Huh?
Using the blue mic, man?
Yeah, I'm using the blue mic. I'm using the Sigma mic today.
Oh, man, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. All right, let's get these hot keys up and rolling.
Okay.
Mic's going hot.
And to you guys.
All right.
Going on the air, y'all.
All right, we'll go ahead and welcome.
Not yet. We're about to go on the air, though. For everyone tuning in, we are live on the Positive Voices radio.
All right, we're going to go ahead and welcome y'all to Positive Voices right here on WTQT 106.1, where each and every week we bring you health topics in a fun and entertaining type of way. Today, we have a very special guest with us. This is your moderator, Eugene Collins, and co-host Meta Smith Davis and co-host Sharon DeQuill. They are on assignment today. When I say on assignment, they basically all probably finding something to eat right now. Holidays are coming up. Merry Christmas, y'all. This is your moderator, Eugene Collins. I'm along here with special guest, Mr. Michael A.V. Mitchell. He's here today to talk a little bit about the Urban Congress on African American males and this mentoring component, this mentoring call to action they got coming up. Man, y'all need to be on top of this thing, man. And if you got to reach out and, like they say, reach one, teach one. You know, you got to keep bringing people into the fold and seeing what we can do to help. But Brother AV, tell us what y'all got going on over there at the Urban Congress.
It sounded like you was selling some chicken to me, man.
Man, don't make chicken, man. Tired, say we all hungry.
What y'all got going on over there? Well, this is, when you say y'all, you are right. It's a lot of us that have this going on. It's a partnership between the Urban Congress, EBR school system, City Year has joined in with us. Who else? The Big Buddy program, Teachers for America, Love Alive Church, Beacon Light, Living Faith. I've spoken with the pastor at Elm Grove, him and their outreach crew. They're joining us. Principal Douglas at Stroma, Cristo Ray, Thrive. Who else, man? So, even some college students are joining us. Foam, that's Fathers on a Mission with LeVar Robinson.
Brother LeVar in the house.
Yes, him. 100 Black Men, COA, Classic Cuties. That's a social club. Sisters of Empowerment, another social club. There's a lot of people that have just joined in to this effort of mentoring in Baton Rouge. And the date is January the 6th. The time is 9 a.m. And the location is 6955 Florida Boulevard. That's the Council on Aging building. It was a huge building as well, almost like a gymnasium with an activity center.
Man, they got a full industrial kitchen in that place, man.
Uh-huh.
Man, I don't know if you've been to the restrooms. Even the restrooms nice over there still, man.
No, I ain't been in the restrooms much,
but you gotta check their toilets out. It's cool over there, bro. It's cool.
Okay, awesome. I gotta make sure that I make a potty trip once I get over there as well.
Do that,
but the goal is to train 1,000 adults, and when I say adults, I mean 18 and up, to mentor right here in Baton Rouge. And we are the Urban Congress on African American males, so of course the mentor focus is African American young males. And this will be the first time I've seen this many people rally together to mentor before a mentor initiative. And it's not just organizations that are currently mentoring people. It's also people that'll be just community members that are coming out and saying, hey, I want to mentor. I'm not a part of the organization. My work schedule may not fit, or I'm too old to be in city year or a big buddy.
Yeah.
However, and they say that, but I still want to mentor the young boys and girls in my community, or the young African American men in my community. And we're saying, come on out, and we're going to offer you a legit training to help equip you to become a mentor, or to increase, to build upon the skills that you currently have.
I mean, AV, man, that's a powerful thing, man, the Urban Congress got going on over there. And just to mention, Hart is a part of the Urban Congress as well. You know, we definitely make it out what we can and love supporting your mission. But just to talk about mentoring for a second, I had a kid that I worked with a couple of years ago that popped in yesterday, and it was a team effort, right? One of the folks on our staff over there, Shanlon Russ, was the direct supervisor. Miss Meta Smith was the grandmother, and you know, we brought these kids in, and it was a host of kids, and just the fulfillment you got from mentoring, as you said, you know, mentoring these kids and giving them life lessons and telling them, hey, that you can do this or you can be great, and then to see some of those kids come back and they've actually accomplished some of these things, man, that's a very fulfilling experience. Just to say that you added a small percentage to their success, and that's what it's got to be about, man. If we ever want to see our community change, I truly believe it changes one kid at a time, you know, one young person at a time. And to see what you guys are doing with black males, man, that's awesome. And you know, folks should just sing you guys praises to the rooftops of what y'all trying to get accomplished. But AV, I hear y'all trying to get 1,000 of them, man.
1,000, yes.
I had it right, 1,000 or 100.
You know, it's 1,000. We crossed the 100 mark a while ago. So we are approaching the 1,000 goal that we're aiming at. That we have Mr. Willard Brooks right there. He says he's going to be in attendance, so he's adding to that number. And a lot of other community members, as far as organizations, that have already registered to be there. And we know we're going through the holidays right now, so we want to, while you're eating your turkey and your sweet potato pie, you know, I always mention sweet potato pies for the holidays.
Ooh, boy.
So while you're eating all that, I want you to have it on your mind and put it on your calendar. This will be a great way for you to start the new year, is to attend this training for mentors right here in Baton Rouge, because we look at the many things that are going on around the city, and we may say that, okay, why is this person committing this crime, or why are the education numbers, statistics where they are? We see a lot of things that we should impact. But think about it. If each one of us grabbed the hand of someone in this city, a younger person in this city, and said, I want to help you walk a better path. I want to, because we have group mentoring that's available, but we know some kids need one-on-one. So that's the reason why we're reaching out so far and saying we want to mentor, we want to train 1,000 mentors, because there's a need for more one-on-one mentoring. Because some kids, if I'm talking to you about something, you may not say everything that you want to say amongst your friends, but you'll tell another trusting, responsible adult the things that'll help you cross some barriers in life.
Then you gotta have diverse mentoring too, man. When you think about that, just to just pay a few bills real quick. This time is brought to you in part by Heart and Open Healthcare Clinic. If you have any questions about your health care, if you want to have any questions about testing, anything like that, give us a call at 225-927-1269. Again, the number is 225-927-1269. But AV, when you talk about a host of people mentoring folks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to talk a little bit about this kid that was in our program, and they were doing like a team promotion of a radio show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was part of their summer project, and part of the internship was to produce this radio show. And the very first time they put together the outline, like they came into the office and they had essentially had the outline together, but it was not to the level that I thought it should have been, right, AV?
Yeah.
And, I sit them down in the office, in the conference room, and I ripped into them, right? I tore them a new one. And the ladies came in like, Eugene, you were too rough on them. Why you, they just kids. You wasn't supposed to go off on them like that. And I remember, they coming back to me at the end of the summer and they were like, well, Mr. Eugene, man, we appreciate you just keeping it real with us, right?
Yes.
But in the moment, they needed somebody to tell them exactly what they did wrong. But they needed somebody to give them a pat on the back. And that's what I mean by diverse mentoring, is that everybody can play a role in the life of these young people. It's just, playing your particular role and doing what you're supposed to do and what your strength is. Like me patting you on the back and giving you hugs and rubs, that just ain't my MO. But, but the ladies did a great job at that, and I think that these kids definitely needed that balance and both elements. So, to hear that you guys are bringing a lot of different mentors together from a lot of different backgrounds. I'm looking at your list here, man. You got some folks on this list. It's just adding that expertise from different groups, right?
Definitely.
And that's really, really, really cool to see what y'all got going on, man.
Yeah, and it's going to be diverse as well. Like, so men and women will be invited to this mentorship program.
Okay.
So some people see the urban colleges on African American males and they say, well, is this just guys? No. Is this just African Americans that can come here? No. We're inviting everyone to come in and join this effort. So if you, no matter what's your ethnicity or what's your gender, we want to see you on January the 6th at 6955 Florida Boulevard.
And y'all heard that. AV said that this world wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl.
It's a woman's world. Did you say that, son?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So he had told y'all that. So it ain't about no sex. It ain't about race, man. If you about making your community better, you should be there January 6th, right?
Yes.
You should be there January 6th, filling out one of these applications, mentoring these kids. Just add it, and you'd be surprised. This ain't a whole lot of work. Sometimes, we get so stuck in the, well, I got this going on and that going on. But just sitting down and telling the kid about your experience in college, or your experience in getting your trade, or your experience in being a scaffolder, man, that could help build the kid and push a kid forward. Because these kids gonna go in so many different tracks, right? Yeah. Everybody ain't built for college. My son, I want him to go to college. But if he get there and figure it out ain't for him, I hope he don't waste my money too long. You know what I'm saying? I would much rather him go get a trade and be successful and productive in life. So there's going to be people that you can mentor and help from diverse backgrounds, right? You don't have to be just a doctor or the lawyer. No. You can be a diverse group of folks, And
exactly.
I don't know if you want to speak on that. Give folks the call and let them know, like, hey, we need you out here with your skills and, telling these kids how to do better with their lives.
Exactly. So as we know, youth want to do several things. We're not saying you can only. Well, we're basically saying you can be whatever you want to be. That's morally right within the law.
Legal's good.
Legal is a good thing. And just we want to push your dreams forward. The things that you desire to be, your ambition. So if you're a doctor, but this is how it happens. We have to set an example, and we can help lead these kids down that path of these young folks. So if you're a doctor, come out, tell your doctor friends. We need to mentor some young kids that aspire to be doctors. If you are a lawyer, if you are a barber and you cut hair, there's some kids out here that cut hair that want to know, how do I cut hair and still provide for my family. How do I cut hair and still have health insurance, 401k? How do I take care of them even though I'm making my money, by my hands? And I said insurance. So if you sell insurance and you're great at that, or if you're practicing that, just come on out and help some other people get into that profession. I mean, younger people that aspire to do these different things in life. Because I think about church, Eugene. If you have a church and it's not if it's not a young church, if you don't have young people in your church, the church is dying off.
Yeah.
And sooner or later, it's going to be dry. And we have to think about our city. If we have a lot of professions going, and we're not investing into young people to continue the legacy on, to just passing the baton to them and putting them in position and helping to train them, then some of these positions may end up not being filled, or end up being filled with people that are not trained and can't fulfill these positions. So it's in our best interest to raise up young people to take our positions at some point.
Yeah, my grandfather always told me, you're going to live and you're going to die. So you got to leave somebody behind to pick this, like AV said, this proverbial baton up and roll with it.
Yeah.
And that's what mentoring is about to me, is like turning our community over to the next generation and making sure they're trained in a way to do so. Mm-hmm. And not only that, you talk about mentoring and the importance of it. When you look at economics is the root cause of everything bad, right? So if it's crime, you can kind of, drill that down in economics. If it's disease intervention, you can kind of drill that down into economics. So, until we give these young people better skills to promote themselves in a positive fashion financially, you're going to always have some of the social ills that we have. So I always look at programs like this as a way to provide these children not only a singular path, but diverse paths and opportunities, and talk to adults that understand how to get there. And sometimes, and I grew up under the, spare the rod, spoil the child. That's how I grew up, right? Uh-oh. But we know for a fact that things have changed, and I was listening to a show once, and one of the hosts said, we just do things the way that our grandparents did it,
Mm-hmm.
And he gave the example of, at one point the school system was the hammer, and children was the nails, and you just beat it into them, right?
Yeah.
But now we're dealing with porcelain, but we still use a hammer. So we got to get more finesse and softer in our touch, and realize that these kids are dealing with some stuff that we just didn't have to deal with. Even AV and I, we're a little younger. Well, I'm a little young. I don't know about him.
I'm a little I'm a little young, y'all. Y'all heard that?
But, they're dealing with some diverse things and issues, and having somebody that has walked that track, that's been in that direction, that can tell you how to turn that route, that can tell you how to get up out of that hole. I mean, that could be a huge part of these kids being successful. And it don't take a whole lot of your time, huh, Ivy?
No, it won't take a lot of your time, man. Show up there at 9 a.m., and it's from 9 to 2, 3 o'clock. That's the time of the day for the training. But as far as the time that it'll take after this, it's important that we do train community members, because you just may have a day off. Only one day that you can give to some one-on-one training with a young person. So if you only have that one day to give, it's like, well, we want to equip you to get the most out of the time that you spend with a young person. Some of you guys may say, well, man, I haven't went to any sort of training for mentoring before, and what qualifies me as a guy that drives, bulldozers, or the guy with the lawn service to be a mentor? Well, there's someone, and I learned this at an early age, there's someone looking at everybody. You may not know it, but there's a kid sitting on his porch watching you get out your truck, talk on your cell phone, go cut the grass, put the lawnmower back on the truck, and do all of that. He's watching the way that you do it. And believe it or not, he is patterning his life after you in some way. He's saying that, man, I may not see a lawyer around me right now. I may not see a doctor, an entertainer, but I see this guy who makes a great living, and he's smiling all the time, that just cuts grass in my neighborhood. And he's not in trouble. So I want to pattern myself after this. And it's true that we will be what we see. So we want to get more people that are trying to be something in this city to come on out and help us get you equipped to just procreate, so we can see more of you out in the city amongst the young people. And like I said, it's men and women come out to the training, different ethnicities. We're gonna feed you as well, so you won't go hungry.
Oh man, I got food, man.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have food. I don't know, Gene. I don't know if we're gonna have chicken, man. We might...
Pastor Jesse to be watching. You know, I'm gonna need chicken.
You gonna need chicken?
I'm gonna need chicken. I love them little sandwiches y'all got, but little chicken won't hurt.
Okay. Well, I don't know what meeting you came to and saw the sandwiches, man. We normally throw down pretty good at Urban Congress meetings.
Y'all had some good jambalaya one time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Y'all had some good jambalaya.
Yeah. We make sure that we appreciate your time, and we show you we're appreciating it by first not taking up a lot of your time, and giving you some content during your time, and giving you a good meal during the time that you're there. So you guys can go register at Mentoring BR. That's mentoring.br.org. Register at mentoringbr.org. And once you go on that site, it takes maybe 30 to 60 seconds to register. It's not long at all. It's maybe about 5 or 6 things you have to fill out, or just a button that you have to push, and then go scroll down to the next thing. So it won't take a long time, but this short amount of time that you invest can change the lifetime of a young person here in Baton Rouge. So we invite you to come out from all areas, from all communities around the area. If you're in Brookstown, if you're in South Baton Rouge, if you're in Scotlandville, man, if anywhere around here, Zion City, I started calling out places now, so I got to keep on calling so somebody don't feel left out. Parktown. Yeah, they just put them all in there. Sherwood, if you over there, shucks, man. I talked to some people in West Baton Rouge, man, that's coming on out. Man. So everywhere around in the surrounding areas, come on out and let's make this city better. If we want Baton Rouge to be better, we have to make it better. We can go out to the polls and we can vote. But if you go out and vote and put someone in office, if you notice, it took the engagement of everyone to come out and vote to put that person in office. It took everyone working together. So we can't just work together when it's a certain time of the year. We have to continue coming together and getting the results that we want to get out of this city. So come out on, I would say come out on January the 6th, and let's vote for the young folks.
That's a vote of confidence right there. You can't lose with that when you put it in the young folks, man. And you know, man, anybody know that Eugene, man, you know I love the kids. So, man, I love the kids, man. And one thing about the kids, and we just passed up this whole gospel hour, right? So I'm gonna get a little biblical on y'all for a second.
Preach.
But you know, the good book tells us that to love the people in your house, to love the people in your family, that's easy. Mm-hmm. What the Bible says, even the tax collectors show love by family members, right? Mm-hmm. So when you can go out in the community and show that love, that love of God to people and love of God to these young folks, and help guide them, help cultivate them, help push them in the right direction, that's just a satisfaction that you can get from that you won't get very many other places. And this is about planting seeds, like AV, you say January 6th, well, the first thing I hear about this is, man, this harvest season, you know what I'm saying? It's time to plant those seeds. It's time to till that ground. It's time to build the crop of young people that we want, but we got to go out and create this harvest situation, and that's up to us. It's up to us. We, I'm in, this gospel radio, like our production manager just reminded us, this is gospel radio.
Yeah, he said this gospel radio.
Wholesome,
keep it clean.
Keep it clean. But when Moses came down off the hill, he didn't blame the youngsters. He blamed the elders.
Come on.
So it's the elders' responsibility to get this together. And I see this as another way, the Urban Congress on African American males to add to the things that are being done here in Baton Rouge. And AV talked about this partnership. This is Positive Voices. This is brought to you in part by Heart. The Urban Congress is here today talking about that mentoring program. We can play together nicely in the sandbox. Mm-hmm. The sandbox ain't even got to be that big. You just got to be okay with your saying.
And Gene, I also, man, like you said, these organizations are coming together. But also, when I go around to schools and I speak, I notice that sometimes it's my messages are a little bit more effective because I'm younger than the people that are teaching them in some settings. Or the other person is bringing the discipline, so they can relate a little bit more. So I encourage young people. If your child is 18 and up, bring them on out so we can help them be an example to their younger brothers and sisters in the community. Because sometimes they can relate a little bit better to someone that's closer to their age. So it's not just for organizations. Also, we do have organizations that are a part. A lot of churches as well, man. I'm still trying to get a couple of y'all pastors on the line. So I'm gonna call you today.
All right, Pastor, answer the phone for AV.
Answer the phone.
We're calling you about these babies.
Check your Facebook. I'm gonna inbox you on Facebook to let you know to come on out. Tell the brotherhood. Come on out and join this mentor session. If the body of Christ doesn't rise up, who gonna rise up, man?
Amen. So not only AV calling out the churches, I'm gonna call out the Greeks: Delta Sigma, Theta Alpha Kappa Alpha, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. My brothers, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, SG Rho. Man, even the Romeos, y'all welcome. Iota, Phi Theta, and what do you say? Did I say that right? I'm sorry, Iota, if I messed it up. But all of these Divine Nine organizations, Kappa Alpha Psi, Omega Psi Phi, man, y'all come on out, man. Get a few brothers to come on out, register as mentors, be a part of this effort.
See, I don't want to say that, Gene. You say a few brothers. Man, they got a lot of brothers, man. When we had the parties, the wall filled up, man. You know.
AV said he want the whole party.
I want all the brothers to come out. Because look, when the concert is coming to town, we call all our friends and say, "Come on out and be a part of this." But when we're trying to do something that's educational or something that's gonna build us up, a lot of times we say, "Well, if you could spare the time, you know, if Kevin Hart came to town, or whoever your favorite artist is." You wouldn't say, "Can you spare a little bit of time on a Saturday?" You would have said, "Nah, all y'all come on, I'm going to buy my outfit. We going to actually partake in this entertainment event and have some fun." But we can't just be excited about the entertainment. We have to be excited about the education, excited about the empowerment. And if not, we'll just end up with a lot of people that like to have fun, but don't have any substance, don't have any content. So let's come together.
Man, y'all hear that right here. AV is inviting you out to mentor these kids. He's inviting out. It don't even matter if you're Greek, if you're Mason, you're Elk, barber, beautician, social club member, bike rider.
Oh, social club, yeah. Classic Cuties, man. Ebony. She say her and her girls coming out.
Horse riders, all of it.
Break the horse ride, the trail riders. Come on out.
Trail ride. He from the country.
It's some of you guys that know how to operate those 4-wheelers, and you know how to raise the cattle or the horse or whatever it is.
All that stuff.
You good at that, and there's some young people that need to know about that, or some young folks in your neighborhood, and you may need some training on how to cooperate with them a little bit better. You know, so we're here to equip you to make this city better, to make the community better, on down to your own home to make it better. This is it, man. This is a training. We're coming together, like you're saying. We're all playing well in the sandbox, so we can build a better Baton Rouge. And if you are watching this via social media on Facebook, please share this video. Use the hashtag, or the hashtag is already in it, which is hashtag mentoringbr. Yeah. And you can, once again, if you're just tuning in via radio, you can go and register yourself at www.mentoringbr.org. That's mentoring, mentoring.br.org.
Hey, get the folks those details just one more time. The date, location, and where they can go to register. Give it to them one more time to make sure they got it on the airways.
Okay, the date is January the 6th. 2018. So it's the beginning of the year. Start the year off strong, mentoring some people in BR, making the city better. It's January the 6th. The time is 9 a.m. The address is 6955 Florida Boulevard. And you can register at mentoringbr.org. Mentoringbr.org. Who can register? You can register. Woman, man, black, white, any other ethnicity, race that's here in Baton Rouge, come and become a part of this mentoring process. We see different things going on in the city, and we talk about it for the moment, but instead of, a lot of people will point a finger at that young man and say, "Pick your pants up," but how many people will walk up to him and say, "Pick your pants up"? Some of us may not know how to tell him to pick his pants up. Well, this is why we're having a mentoring training. Your kid may not like a certain subject and may shut down when they're dealing with certain things as far as educationally. and you may not know how to communicate with them. That's why we're having a mentoring training to help you learn how to communicate with them. You may want to, you may just not understand them in general. And man, a lot of people, you may be in the house where you tell your friend may get to your kid better than them and say, come talk to this boy, because he just won't listen to that nonsense.
All the time, like, bro, why you listen to other people? I feed you.
Yeah.
But children don't like that, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they'll receive the same word in a better way from a total stranger.
Yeah.
So just because you might have a mom and dad in the house doesn't mean that you may not still need a mentor. And as adults, we have mentors, right?
Yeah.
So mentoring is that's a very important key. And like I said again, man, love what the Urban Congress is doing. And y'all heard him January 6th over there at 6955 Florida Boulevard, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 70806. And you can go to mentoringbr.org.
That's it.
To go ahead and register for that thing. So we already laid it out. Anybody can come. We talked about the Greeks. We talked about the Masons, the Elks, the Barbers, the Beautician, the Trail Riders, the four-wheel riders, the gainfully employed, the attorneys, the doctors, the plant workers. If you got,
you might be teaching people how to swim in the city or something.
Your swim teachers, all of that. Coaches,
gym teachers.
Gym teachers and tree
also,
cutters, all of that.
I don't want to leave this out. Some of you guys are looking for community service projects for your young people or for your organization. This is a great community service opportunity, because if you think about it, if you take a lot of community service projects are going out picking up paper and things like that. Okay, you pick up that paper, someone comes down and may put it down the next day, and then of course we have some people that are already assigned to do that. But imagine picking up a life, picking up self-esteem, picking up someone's confidence. This is what we're aiming to do on this day, is to really raise up some minds and some attitudes in the city of Baton Rouge, so that man, we can just take everything, take it by the reins ourselves, and move this city forward. So we invite you to come out, and also. I said that about being younger and more relational sometimes, but man, I learned some of my best lessons through older folks that were older than me, that were older than my mom, older than my dad. So if you are, man, 40, 50, you're 60 and you're getting around, doing your thing, come on out and take part in this training, because there's some young people that are looking to you too, and that are appreciating the wisdom from the hairs on your head, and they're appreciating the patience that you display. So, and that they can, and because you're a little bit older, you might not move around as much, and they can find you in the same place when they need to talk. So we want to equip you as well.
Yeah, and ABI, man, we want to definitely thank you and the Urban Congress for joining us today. We here in the last 30 seconds, and let me tell you, man, this brother just cleaned up all of that, what he said about them older Americans earlier. But he cleaned all of that up, and that's good, because we need everybody out. And I can't talk no more, because I got a little gray in my beard now. I got a lot of gray, but I'm going just for men that thing before Christmas. So we going to get rid of that gray.
No gray yet.
Well, man, we've had a great time here with the Urban Congress today. We're going to go ahead and log out here again. This is Eugene Collins, your moderator of Positive Voices. Up next, you're going to have Need You Right Now by Lil Roy and the Revolution on WTQT 106.1. This is Eugene Collins, AV Mitchell, and we're signing out.
Yeah. About to play Lil Roy in them, huh?
Well, I looked at that like Lil Roy.
Yeah.
I was trying to make sure that wasn't a rap song.
Uh-oh. Y'all heard that Facebook? We be playing Lil Roy.
I said Lil Roy. This looked too much like Lil Boosie for a second there. I was like, man, this is the Gospel Network.
Yeah.
Production manager just told me that. Like, who put that up there?
Yeah.
But Lil Roy is apparently a gospel singer.
All right, guys. So we about to get out of here and log off. But right now, this is the flyer. You can see it. My hand was covering up something. So this is the event. The date is January the 6th. The time is 9 a.m. The location is 6955 Florida Boulevard. Who can come? You can come. Meaning male, female, any race, ethnicity. Come on out. Pour into some young people right here in Baton Rouge. This is a training to do so. So we invite you to come on out. Sacrifice this one day. And come and make Baton Rouge better. We can speak about it. We can type about it. We can talk about it. But we got to walk about it, y'all. So I want y'all to walk into these doors at 9 a.m. to say, I care about this city and I want to take an extra step to make it better. I'm signing out, y'all. I'm AV Mitchell. We got Eugene Collins right here. And we on the radio. Mama, we on the radio. All right, we talk to y'all later.
Okay.
Oh, knocking stuff over.